Welcome back, guys, to Kerbal Space Explosion. Our super duper Dres-tacular lander has landed on Dres, and we got here in one piece our very large lander, and I didn't even realize how big it was until my little guys were standing next to it. Our huge lander got here, and we have a lot of fuel left. So I think we may be going elsewhere, but first, let's do a little exploration of Dres, why don't we? And first things first, Dundred Kerman here needs to plant the flag. I put the other two guys back in the ship, and I put all of the science experiments from the different modules inside the cockpit, inside the module, the command module, so that we don't have to worry about doing that on camera. Site name. Okay, we're going to call this the Dres-tacular landing. There we go, because we landed in a Dres-tacular fashion. And he has 4.85 EVA propellant. Let's see. Now, there was a huge ravine canyon thing off in one direction. How far away is it actually? If we zoom way out, I think it may be farther away than I think. There it is. Yeah. There we go. Look at that. Look how nicely the view just scales consistently. Now, I know it used to be possible, at least on a gravitational body with like a very low amount of gravity, like Minmus. It used to be possible to put a little dude in orbit. This planet, Dres, has about twice the gravity as Minmus. But I'm wondering, can we put this guy in orbit? I wanted to do a flyby of this canyon. And after I looked at how far away it was, it occurred to me that there's no way I can get all the way there and back. At least I don't think so. So let's see. Let's just get an estimate here of what I'm doing. Can we put him into orbit? We've used 20% of our impulse here. Maybe we can. We need to keep ascending, because we're not high enough yet in our apoapsis. But maybe we can. Maybe, Dundred, you may be left here. You're definitely going to do a flyover of this canyon. And oops, okay, don't spin the camera. I'm not very confident in his long-term survival. We need to go higher. That's only 5 kilometers. Oh my gosh. We need to go faster. We need to go around, all the way around. Otherwise, well, 2.5, yeah, we're past the point of no return now. We need to go a little bit higher, but mostly we just need to go forward. So let's go all the way down, let's say down to 1.5 propellant, and then we'll see where we're at. Now, does it still register my marks, or, you know, me manipulating the jetpack in that view? I don't think so. Look at this. We're down to 1.8. Yeah, okay, I'm sorry. This was like a whoop, don't turn sideways. Keep looking that way. Okay, we can look around, just don't change. Look at that. That's one way to experience a new planet. Ooh. We may just have enough. I'm going to wait till we get around to about, to our apoapsis. Now let's see, if we put a maneuver here, can we get an accurate maneuver? Oh, it won't, we don't have this, the little nav ball. So there's no estimate as to how long that's going to take, but I think we can try it. Yeah, we're definitely going to try it. We're going to try to put Dundred into orbit around Dres. He doesn't look too pleased with our decision. I'm sorry, Dundred. This was for science. And for giggles. Don't forget the giggles. I think 11 kilometers is definitely high enough, so we can just focus on forward momentum. So once this ticks down a little bit more, we will try to just increase our orbital momentum. That's the phrase I'm looking for. We may or may not have enough. Well, we'll find out. One way or the other, we're going to find out. Dundred is going to find out. And it may just be his undoing. Okay, how far are we now? We're about a minute. Can we actually fast forward? Oh, yeah, we can. Look at that. First time I've done a little maneuver like this, trying to get one of these guys into orbit. Okay, let's try now. Go forward. Go forth, young man, and explore. And we'll go all the way down to 1.00 on our EVA propellant, which is listed right there. And then we'll see just how good we're doing. Whoa! Did we do it? Oh my gosh, we're gonna do it! Oh crap, now the camera went all wonky. Oh no, how do I... Darn it. The camera shifted because we went into orbit, and it may be hard. How do I do it? Do I hold down control to move downwards? I think so. Wow, okay. So our apoapsis is now a minute and 12 away. Ooh, periapsis gets quite low right there. There's a mountain right there. He may do some breakdancing, some Kerbonaut breakdancing in just a bit. And I think since it's shifted, I'm not exactly sure. Let's see what happens. Okay, so our periapsis says 3,800 and 11,500. I'm gonna hold control. Oh! Yeah! That worked! He's in orbit! He's in orbit forever! Wow, and you got fuel left too! You got fuel left too! Look at you, buddy! He is so pissed off right now. He's not gonna tell me, but he is thinking it. He's thinking, God damn it, jackass, put me in orbit around the planet. I just came here. Okay, stop doing that. Ah, free falling! I can't believe how easy that was. I didn't think we would... To be honest, when I started this, I thought it would be funny to watch him crash back into the ground. I didn't think we'd be successful. But we were, and now you're stuck here. Damn it, I'm a jerk. And he definitely does not have enough EVA propellant to land without killing himself in the crash back into the Earth. Huh. Well, maybe we'll do, maybe we'll mount a rescue mission in the future. Maybe that'll be fun, to try and get here, get into orbit, and then to synchronize with his orbit and rescue him. That would be fun. Yeah, let's just say that. We will rescue you. Wink, wink. Snicker, snicker. Dundred. I'm sorry, Dundred. All right. So, that's enough with Dundred. Oh. No nearby objects to focus. I tried to use the bracket keys to switch to our ship here. Switch to Drestacular Mark 5, Mark V. All right, are we still zoomed out? It looks that way. Okay, so Buzz and Hut Hat are going to be bidding Dundred adieu. We bid you adieu. We have quite a bit of fuel left, I have to say. We have 7 nuclear engines, which are extremely efficient in the vacuum of space. Look at him. That's a new icon. I haven't seen that icon in this map before, because that's the first one I've put into orbit somewhere. That's hilarious. We should try to put one of these guys into orbit on their own around, like, every body of the solar system. Forget about the rescues. Let's just strand more people in places. Okay, so let's get out of here. Let's blow this popsicle stand. Now, I plan to go somewhere else. So we're going to save the goo canister and Science Junior that we have left for that. I think what we can do, though... Let's see. Log gravity data. Yeah, we want a... we want to log this just off the surface. In space near Dres. Okay, we have... I had the data for in space, high over Dres, and on the surface of Dres. I did not have that one, that third category. Alright, throttle thyself up. Landing legs are up. Everything looks good, except we've got an empty chair in the crew cabin. I hope that doesn't throw us off balance. Don't overheat, though. And we want to get up to... Well, we don't need to be all that high. 5,000, maybe a little low. When Dundred here, he was our test subject for our orbital maneuver. When he got, I think he was around 7 or 8, or I don't even remember. But he was going to hit that hill and do some breakdancing. Oh, careful. Oh, the SAS. I left it off. I did it again. Not the first time. Won't be the last. That I left the SAS off when it was sitting on its own so that the electrical charge wouldn't run out. Even though we have solar panels, it's just a habit. And a good habit, I think. We'll get this up to maybe 9 or 10 kilometers. And then we'll do an orbital burn at the apoapsis as per usual. I think, let's see, let's check the tank. Oh, that's empty. Yeah, let's go and get rid of you. What about you? You still have quite a bit of fuel. So, since we're going somewhere else, I will start to jettison these outer tanks, and by the time we get to where we're going, we're probably just going to have some of the inner ones left. Oh, pay attention. Okay, 11 kilometers, good enough. Let's get that up to 10. Just for my peace of mind. Whoa, oh, this switched very quickly. Oh, that's only a burn of 4 seconds. Alright, well then it doesn't really make that big of a difference. There we go. Man, this music is really immersing me in the moment right now, flying over these canyons. How was that for sending Dundred with that flyby over that canyon? That was pretty awesome. That was one of the highlights of the mission, I think. Oh, and we cannot go faster than 10 times. All right. All right. Well, what does it say? Okay, once we get above 10,000 meters, we can speed up. And then we can try to go somewhere else. So I've been to a lot of places. There's still several places I haven't been. But we've now been to Dres. I've been to Duna. I've been to Moho. I've obviously been to the moon and Midmas. I've been around Kerbal to the poles and whatnot. We've been in orbit around Joule briefly and tried to land on Tylo, which apparently is like one of the harder places in the entire system to land on. So the one place left that I haven't been, we probably have time to zoom out and look at it. One of the places left that I have not been is the wonkiest planet of them all, Eeloo, way out here. Super eccentric orbit. Is on basically the opposite angle as Dres. I mean, look at that. It's going like up this way. Dres is going up that way. They're crisscrossing across each other. But we're already this far out, and I have a lot of fuel left and efficient engines. So I'm gonna say, why not? Let's fly for Eeloo. But first we need to get into orbit here. Let's see, can we fast forward yet? Yes, lovely. There we go. We can go to plus 10. Can we go to... Okay, we have to be at 30,000 meters to go above 10 times speed. That's fine. This will do us just fine. Here we go. And... there. Should just take a few seconds. 4 seconds, actually. There. Awesome. All right, we will get rid of that. And then, let's go ahead and turn that off. We've got this jittering effect. I think that's from SAS, affecting your maneuver as your craft rotates around. My RCS obviously isn't on. All right, so I'm going to set Eeloo as our target, and I'm going to fiddle around with the maneuver node interface to try to get an intercept with this crazy guy way out there on that wonky orbit. We'll be right back. Here we go. Burning away from this place, from Dres to Eeloo. The two wonky orbits of the system. Well, I guess Moho, Dres, and Eeloo are the three real wonky orbits. Actually, I think everything has a wonky orbit except for Duna and Kerbal. So I take that back. Everything's got a wonky orbit except for those two. And the moon. Kerbal, the moon, and Duna. What is Jewel like? Jewel's got a wonky orbit, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, a little bit. I guess it's close. No, is it close to flat? It looks like it's pretty close to the same as Duna's is. Oh, god damn it, I left SAS off again. All right, pay attention to what you're doing. Quit looking at the star map when you're trying to do precise interplanetary burns here. Jeez. All right, let's keep an eye on the fuel tanks. We do want to get rid of that as soon as it's empty, and we will gain just a little bit of juice. Our new term for thrust to weight ratio is juice. All right, our juice is about to increase. About to get some juice. Water, sugar, purple. There we go, 24, 23. It would have been nice to be on the bright side of the thing when we do this. Hey, let's just turn the lights on. There we go. We brought our own lights. We don't need the sun. Although we do need it to recharge our lights via the solar panels. There we go. Bye-bye. Okay, so we've shed 2 layers, right? We shed the outer engines and then the outer landing legs. Landing on Eeloo without... landing on Eeloo... Let me turn these lights off. They're just... No, let's leave them on. Landing on Eeloo without the outer landing legs is going to be a little bit problematic. I may have to do an adjustment burn. I do have an encounter here. Here we go, and... let's see if we manage it. We still have a little bit of burn left. Let's just see what happens if... Get out of here. Thingy? Well, we should be very close to overlapping. So tell you what I'm going to do. We should be very close to that encounter, even though we can't see it right now because the burn wasn't exactly right. I'm going to do some adjustments mid-orbit, and then we'll resume as we decelerate towards Eeloo. How about that? There we go. Come on, spin around, spin around, spin around. That is still one of my favorite things in the game. I cannot tell you why that is so satisfying when that connects around like that into an ellipse. But it is. Okay, so closing down on the apoapsis here. 50 million meters. I want to get it down to about 100K. Yep, until it's the periapsis. Good, good. Keep going. Let's check our fuel. We've got 6 engines left. We lost the outer 3 and their tanks getting this far, which is fine. I mean, I haven't done any real calculations. It's just all estimates, but it seems like we'll be able to land and then take off and probably get back to Kerbal. I hope, because we can just aero brake into Kerbal's atmosphere, so that should be no problem, right? What could go wrong? What could possibly go wrong for Hud Hat and Buzz? My two favorite Kerbals. Hud Hat because of his funny name, and I guess, I don't know, our adventures so far, and Buzz obviously for the historical reference to Buzz Aldrin. Okay, 1 million. Closing in, closing in. We're going to get that down to about 100,000. Right there. Good enough, 90. Lovely. That is a very elliptical orbit right there. About as elliptical as you can get. It was kind of hard to get the apoapsis, or what am I saying? It was very hard to get the maneuver, but we did it. So, there is the sun, quite small from this distance. And if we spin around, we were burning retrogrades, so... Right there. There it is. Eeloo, right there. Far away. But we shall get closer right about now. Let's get closer. Let's reach out and touch some planet. Here it comes. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh no. Here it comes. Oh boy. Whoa! Whoa! God. Oh, did we go all the way by it? 20 days. Yeah, we went all the way around it, but that's fine. We'll just do it again and be a little bit more careful this time. We're in orbit, so we can fiddle around a little bit without worrying too much. Won't take any fuel. We are currently on day 870 of this mission, which is pretty ridiculous. Went to 2 planets, landed on both, and got back to Kerbal with one ship, and no refueling. That's a pretty good accomplishment, I think. And 2 wonky ones, such as these 2. I'm pretty happy with our progress. Okay. So, okay, let's, we're not going to bother with maneuvers for this. This should be fairly simple. I just want to know how far away that is. 12 minutes. Let's spin around. Oh, here's our first glimpse. Close up. Why? Oh, it's not letting me rotate because we were still in ×5. Okay, so, but we're on the other side, on the dark side, so we still don't really have a lot of details. It looks rather scarred. I guess that's from ice plates breaking up due to like rotational forces or friction or something. Seems like something was frozen and then it broke apart. All right, let's get up to about a minute or so outside of the periapsis, and then we will start burning. Don't have to be super precise with this. I don't think so, anyway. Okay, 40 seconds. That's good. Whatever. Whatever. Let's get back here under our target. Oh, we got a little lag. What did I hit? What did I do? Is it the textures loading in that's doing that? I don't know. So, we've got, let's take stock of how much fuel we have left after we land. So we have these 3 outer tanks, and once we ditch those, we'll only be powering these 3 inner engines. So we'll become slower, but more efficient. So I don't know if that's good or bad, but that's what's going to happen. Now we're going to keep this at about 90 and 90, because I want to land somewhere over here on the daylight side. But first I want to do an orbit around the daylight side so we can do some sciencey stuff and just do like an EVA, do some sightseeing. That's probably good. 78, 91, whatever, it's fine. It's fine, we don't care. Okay, so then let's speed up until we get around into the sun. We are so far. Look how small the sun is. Look at all our other stuff. And then watch this. When we spin around, look at this over here. Second Surveyor Mark IV, currently 540 billion meters away from the sun. That's funny. Okay, let's go ahead and look at it close up. Whoa. Go back to real time, 1x speed. Okay, it is not loading in. Load in. That looks very jaggy. Load in, textures. Okay, while we wait for the textures to load in, let's see. We have one of these left that we can do. Observe. No, let's do that on the surface. That'll be worth more. But we do have extra gravioli things. So let's do this one. Log gravity data. Gravity scan well. In space, high over Eeloo. Though the surface appears to be smooth, there are fluctuations under the surface of the planet. Ooh, dramatic. Okay, and then we can do a crew report. Wait, what? Wait a second. Cancel. Crew report. Overwrite existing crew report. Okay, it won't let us. All right, well, you know, HUD Hat, do you want to do EVA or does Buzz? Let's let Buzz do an EVA over the surface this time. Let go. Engage your yet pack. Still has not loaded in the high-res textures. Maybe, I don't know why it's doing that. That's not quite right. Let's face the sun so we can see his beautiful face. Hey, buddy. That looks a little bit low resolution as well. I wonder what happened. EVA report. EVA report, while in space high over Eeloo, you've recorded your observations about the situation. Wow, that's fantastic. All right. Well, it's not loading in. Let's try to get a little bit lower and see if we can fix that issue. Maybe we're too far away. I don't know. Seems like at this distance it should load in a higher res version. Let's move in slowly. Ooh, this is very dramatic. It's like a film shot right here. Here we are. And grab. Good. Go up the ladder. Board. All right. Well, that's pretty awesome. We've gotten into orbit over Eeloo from Dres, from Kerbal. And next time, we are going to land on the sucker, do some science, do some exploration. We're not going to strand either of these guys, though. I like them too much, both Huthead and Buzz. I would like to take back to Kerbal, but we'll do that next time. I hope you guys are enjoying the videos. Leave your comments in the comment area below. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.